Well, afternoon is termed evening here in Williamsport, and it is a beautiful evening. The 2019 Little League World Series on the international side, the final game of the first round about to be played. Well, what a beautiful scene it is here at Volunteer Stadium in Williamsport. The Little League World Series 2019. And on the international side, the final game of the opening round and a good matchup. Mexico and Canada, two teams that are here year after year, getting their 2019 Little League World Series started here right now. Well, Little League World Series baseball, of course, part of Little League International. 16 teams play in this modified double elimination tournament. Kids are between 10 and 12 years old. 6-inning games on a field size 2/3 conventional. Everybody plays in every game, and we'll see that here with Mexico and Canada today. After just one game yesterday, today, an action-packed day at the Little League World Series. Virginia looked very strong. They beat Rhode Island, a combined no-hitter. The offense was on full display for South Korea, beating a talented Venezuela team. On the U.S. side, a thriller, Minnesota and Kentucky. And it was Minnesota with a walk-off web gem, the diving catch at shortstop to clinch their first World Series win for that state in a long time. And Japan had one of the biggest offensive outputs we've seen in Williamsport in a decade. 20 runs against an Italian team that competed hard and yet just in the end was overwhelmed by the talent of Team Japan. So here's how it stands as of right now on the U.S. side. Virginia, Minnesota, they're going to meet on Sunday in the winner's bracket on the United States side. Louisiana and Hawaii are playing right now on ESPN. Hawaii's got the 4-1 lead over the kids from New Orleans. On the international side, Curacao and South Korea, they were both winners. They will play Sunday morning. Japan waits the winner of this game, Mexico-Canada, also on Sunday. Well, hi, everybody. Dave Fleming, Kyle Peterson. So we've had a full day of Little League World Series baseball, and we get the final game on the international side, Mexico-Canada. We will start with Mexico. And, Kyle, I think a kid who sort of embodies everything that Little League baseball is about, Sebastian Sauceda for Mexico. He's got a great story.
Yeah, I mean, you like a story of perseverance for a kid at 12 years old. And for Sebastian Sauceda this time last year, he didn't make the club. Was cut, went back, worked on his game, got a lot better, and not just did he get better, now he's hitting third and he's playing center field. So a kid that last year probably didn't get to be with his buddies as much as he wanted to, but now this year on this stage works his way back. He's hitting right in the middle of the lineup and a big part and a big reason why Mexico's here. Yeah,
so we can't wait to see him. Meanwhile, the kids from British Columbia, 6th straight year that a team from British Columbia has represented Canada. You got lots of hockey players, you got fishermen and hunters, and you got a guy on the mound who calls himself Beef Dip.
It's a pretty good start. I mean, if you're going to give yourself a nickname, give yourself a good nickname, and it's exactly what's gone on. So the second Little League appearance for this Little League, and for Canada in this tournament the last 2 years, they've won at least 2 games both years. So you can see, and we see this with some of the countries that have now having the game grow within the country, which clearly it is in Canada, but they've won 2 games each of the last 2 years, play a tough Mexico team here to get things started.
Yeah, sort of like that momentum for a country trying to build upon what last year's Little League World Series team did. Both these sides will try to do that. Great fan showing on both sides as well. Mexico, Canada on the international side. We've got first pitch from Williamsport coming up next. All right, on the international side of this Little League World Series, these teams have traveled from so far away. 8 different teams from 8 different parts of the world. A total of better than 36,000 miles traveled, all feeling like it is so worth it to be here and do this. Minutes before first pitch of a Little League World Series game, Guadalupe, Nuevo Leon, a Little League powerhouse. So many teams have come from that part of Mexico here to Williamsport, just 3 miles outside of the city of Monterrey. Let's meet the kids from Guadalupe, brought to you by Office Depot.
Mi nombre es Eric Vigil y mi jugador favorito es José Altuve.
Mi nombre es Emiliano Ondarza y mi actor favorito es Jason Statham.
Mi nombre es Ángel Reina y mi equipo favorito de béisbol es LLWS.
Mi nombre es Eugenio Hernández y mi cantante favorito es Marshmello.
Mi nombre es Alan Gutiérrez y mi emoji favorito es serio.
Mi nombre es Sebastián Sauceda y mi cantante favorito es Post Malone.
Mi nombre es Daniel Orozco, mi jugador favorito es José Altuve.
Mi nombre es Carlos Moreno y mi comida favorita es el espagueti.
Mi nombre es Jesús Ahí Garza y mi jugador favorito es Javier Báez. Mi nombre es Santiago Leija y mi emoji favorito es gafas de sol.
Mi nombre es Nicolás Villarreal y mi libro favorito es Harry Potter.
Mi nombre es Ángel Castillo y mi equipo favorito es Chicago Cubs.
Mi nombre es Elliot Sánchez y mi serie favorita son Los Simpsons.
Mi nombre es Marcelo Herrera y mi emoji favorito es la cara loca.
Well, that's the team from Mexico. Now let's meet the fans from Mexico. 54 of them that have made the trip from Nuevo León are mixed in here with La Porra Mexicana. The Mexican fans, they always bring the noise. They always bring the emotion. One of my favorite parts of this. Now, how did they get here? 54 people on a bus. They left Nuevo León Sunday night at 10 p.m. 48 hours later, all 54 of them were here in Williamsport to support this team. You think, all right, they're tired of each other by that point. Oh, no. They got 14 rooms in an Econo Lodge about 45 minutes down the road. I asked them, how's that working out? They said, es una fiesta. It's a party. And I got the invite to tonight's party. So, gentlemen, it looks like you're on your own for this evening's dinner plans.
Oh, boy, Sebastian's found some friends. They are loud, they are proud, they are here in big numbers, rooting their kids on from Nuevo León. A long trip to get here to Williamsport, and now their Little League World Series starts here tonight. The second to last game to get started here in Williamsport, and Matt Shanley was supposed to be our starting pitcher. Is that Matt Shanley? Yeah, that's Matt Shanley.
Switch it up on us. Matt Shanley's a big kid.
Yeah, I think that's Matt. Not Jordan on the mound to start this game for Canada.
Matt Shanley's out there. Big old right-hander and a kid for Team Canada that they said has the best stuff on this team is trying to kind of match it. It happens with 12-year-olds, just mechanics with his height. It's not easy to do at this age. You got a mound that's 46 feet away, but we'll see a good arm from Matt tonight.
It's a little bit of an unusual pitching motion, but he has gotten better and better as the year has gone on. He's a big power hitter. He faced 14 hitters. He struck out 13 of them in the Canada Regional.
That's decent. Yeah. That's kind of what you're looking for if you get a guy on the mound. Punch out 13 of 14.
And as we said in the open, he gave himself a nickname, and the nickname is Beef Dip.
Why not? That seems to fit.
Matt Shanley on the mound for Canada against Mexico here as we get this final game in the opening round on the international side underway. It is Angel Reyna, the shortstop, leading off for Mexico, and he takes strike one. "11 years old. They call him the Destroyer." Yeah, that's a strike. Jaime Rosario Perez is our home plate umpire. Pretty good start for Matt Shanley on the mound.
Ball! One more to strike. Ball!
A little bit high. 2-2. Everett Bursch is the catcher for Canada. Kyle always points out that we need to appreciate the efforts of the catchers, especially when you got a big, strong kid on the mound throwing hard like Matt Shanley is. 3-2.
It's tough at this age to hit velocity. It's tough at this age to catch velocity.
It's a Little League-sized rosin bag. A little bit high, ball four. A leadoff walk. Now this team from Mexico to get here to Williamsport, 6-1 in their regional. Matamoros, that's a Little League we've seen here in Williamsport many times. 2 straight elimination games they had to win that championship. After the leadoff walk, right away we get a special pinch runner.
For a leadoff hitter, you don't see that very often.
Not very often. And Angel's a fast kid, but Elliot Sanchez will come in to run.
Okay.
Oh, and my mistake. I assumed it was a special pinch runner, but that's a sub. not using a special pinch runner rule. Alan Gutierrez showed a bunt, and I guess he did not go. Ball one. Allen, who's 12 years old, will be the second baseman at the start of this game. Oh, and that was a strike. So it's 0-1.
Oh,
0-2. Got him.
Matt Shanley on the mound. We talk about the size, but it's going to be hard for right-handed hitters to pick this baseball up today because he really throws across his body. So that front foot lands on the directly towards the right-handed hitter. And if you're standing in that right batter's box, it's going to look like he's stepping straight at you and throwing that ball straight at you. And ends up in the zone. It's just not easy to pick up. Then you throw the shadows in, and it's not a comfortable bat to start.
Well,
this is the kid that we spotlighted. Here's what Kyle's talking about.
Starts all the way on the first base side of the rubber. And then when he lands, he's a good probably 6 inches on the other side of the rubber. Landed way closed on that side. If he can control the strike zone from that, it's really deceptive. It's not easy for a hitter to see.
1-1, Sebastian Sauceda, the kid who was cut from this team just a year ago, and now he's playing center field, hitting third, one of the stars of the team. Really cool story of a kid not just improving, but not taking it too hard that he didn't make a team and working to get here.
And not quitting.
Not quitting.
Continuing to play, and it's paid off by getting the chance to hang out in Williamsport for 2 weeks.
Guys, you mentioned Sebastian's story. He's been a huge part of this team just getting here to Williamsport. He's playing center field in the regional championship match. Team's winning 5-4 with 2 outs. He has a huge throw from center field to get that last out and push them into the Nationals. A reminder, this is a Little League team in Torres Little League that hasn't had all that much success at the national level. So they get to the national championship. They run out of pitchers. In their final match, he comes in and strikes out the last 2 batters. So ice through his veins for my guy Sebastian.
I'm glad he's on this team, that's for sure.
He's worked the count full. These first few hitters for Mexico have been patient, and that is ball 4. So that's another walk. 2 of them in the first 3 hitters. Angel Castillo comes up. He's the catcher and the cleanup hitter. Well, we know Matt Shanley's going to be hard to hit if he can find the strike zone.
Yep. If he thrown in the zone, I don't know that they're going to take all that many good swings.
A lot of those misses kind of right around that spot. Matt's in danger of walking the bases loaded.
Oh, 3-1, 1 strike.
That is ball 4. That's the 3rd walk in the first 4 hitters to load them up. we're going to get a visit here to the mound. So we'll take a listen.
Oh, no. How you doing? Nice day for a ball game, isn't it? Look at me, smile. You got this, okay? You're just a little bit up right now, okay? Just a little bit up, okay? Just gonna bring it down a little bit, okay? You're doing fine, okay? Hey, have fun? Yeah. Hey, give me a bump, okay? You got this, okay? Hey, these guys are behind you, okay? Just throw strikes. You're gonna blow it by them, okay? Okay, you got this, okay? It's fun, okay? Yeah. Good job.
A little boost of confidence for Matt Shanley.
He's still smiling. The other thing is nobody scored a run yet. I know he's walked the bases loaded right here, but you're still a pitch away. You get a hard ground ball right here, turn 2, get out of there.
Marcelo Herrera, who's got some power. He is the third baseman and the 5th place hitter. Here's a strike. Mexico trying to jump ahead. Is that the little off-speed pitch?
Sometimes you may want to try something a little bit different just to try to get a strike over. First pitch of this at-bat was a strike. That time looked like he went to a breaking ball.
Very high, good save by Everett Birch. And again, your point is a good one. Still 0-0.
Yeah. No damage done quite yet. For Matt, sometimes you just got to get that arm moving a little bit quicker out of your glove. When you see pitches consistently miss up, it's usually because the arm's just a little bit late. So your front foot lands before your arm's as high as you want behind you, and you can't get down through it. He's just fighting to get over the top of the baseball right now.
2-1.
Better there.
Yeah, that's a good one. Well, the kids from Mexico are in take mode right now. They want Matt Shanley to prove that he can throw strikes. On the ground, right back to the pitcher. Matt will come home and get the force out there. So he stayed with it. Out number 2. Base is still loaded, but now 2 down.
All right, now this is when the game can really speed up on you. You get a ground ball back to you, immediately you're thinking double play. And when it's not fielded cleanly so often, everything starts going too fast. Instead, bare hands it, knows he still has time to get that lead runner, and gets the all-important second out at home plate.
So 2 down for Santiago Leja, who's going to start as the pitcher. 12 years old. Looking to put his team ahead. Bases loaded, 2 down, and he was ready to swing. Not taking a strike. Santiago, his coaches say, is the best bunter on this team, but it's not a spot where you'd expect to bunt. Maybe later today or later in this tournament.
More!
1-2. Matt Shanley and Team Canada 1 strike away from getting through this first inning with the score still 0-0. Pitch number 29 of the inning coming. Even though he is not allowed a hit. The 1-2 way outside. I tell you what, Everett Birch behind home plate can catch.
He had to go ways to get that one, too. Looking for a fastball on the glove side of the plate, has to reach all the way out, saved a run.
He's had several good saves. 2-2.
More.
close, but a little bit high. Full count. Strike 3 called. He got the corner. Well, he took it as far as he could go.
Doesn't matter how. Walking to load him. 2 strikeouts. A ground ball back to him. Matt Shanley takes care of.
All right, so Coquitlam Little League in Coquitlam, British Columbia, just outside Vancouver. So it's sort of a suburb of one of the world's great cities, 24 miles from the U.S. border, just north of the state of Washington. Popular site for movie and television filming. Let's meet the kids from BC, brought to you by Office Depot.
My name is Brady Dorwer, and my favorite baseball team is the Seattle Mariners.
My name's Tori Hutchinson, and my favorite app is YouTube.
My name's Sean Duncan, and my favorite subject is math.
My name is Ty Freeman, and my favorite athlete is Carey Price.
My name's Everett Birch, and my favorite app is Instagram.
My name is Nolan Lovren. My favorite baseball player is Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
My name is Andy Peak, and my favorite emoji is the baseball emoji.
My name is Nathan Lowe, and my favorite baseball player is Kevin Pillar.
Hi, my name's Timmy Piazentine, and my favorite band is 21 Pilots.
My name's Perry Leon Carney, and my favorite food is pancakes.
My name's Jordan Lazowski, and my favorite food is popcorn.
My name is Kainoa Brankovic, and my favorite baseball player is Cody Bellinger.
My name is Matt Shanley, and my favorite athlete is LeBron James.
All right, so after a harrowing top of the first inning, Matt Shanley walked the bases loaded but got out of it. No runs, nothing. Now the team from British Columbia will have their first at-bats of the game. Santiago Leja, the right-hander, starts for Mexico.
Took a little bit of time for Santiago Leja to get out there, but goes out there now and gets his first chance at these Canadian hitters. And for both of these clubs, they're the last 2 international teams to play on this ballpark. So they've had to wait the longest. I'm sure watch a few ball games. Now they get their chance to be out there.
The coaches for Mexico tell us Santiago's best pitch is his fastball. So we'll see if we see a lot of the fastballs from this right-hander. A bunt on the first pitch. And the play to first just in time. Nicely done, Marcelo Herrera. Good all the way around. Not a bad idea. Brady Dorward, who is the leadoff hitter, and they say maybe the fastest kid on the team.
Down that line quickly from the left side, but Marcelo Herrera, the third baseman, was anticipating bunt. Was all the way in, charging the minute that he saw it. Just enough time to throw out Brady Dorward at first.
1 pitch, 1 out. A little bit of a contrast to the top of the first inning. Nolan Lovren, second place hitter.
Come on!
Nolan, left-handed hitter, center fielder. His teammates call him Line Drive Lovren. He hits a lot of line drives.
That would make sense.
That's a good nickname if you're a baseball player.
It is.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-2. Well, I think we have a pretty pitcher-friendly strike zone. See if the Canadian pitcher, Matt Shanley, can adjust to that. If you get it close, Jaime's looking for strikes.
Thank you.
Angel Castillo is the catcher. He's also a goalie on his soccer team at home. Behind the hitter. Wow. Trying to get a little extra. Full count, 3-2. Nolan's thinking, huh?
Didn't see that one coming.
Deep breath time. Full count. That's ball 4. So you earned that walk.
That's right. Got the heartbeat going a little bit quicker.
And now Matt Shanley, who is a very powerful hitter. We see the power on the mound. In this particular team's journey here to Williamsport, he hit 11 home runs along the way, and he gave himself a great nickname. You know, I always thought you couldn't give yourself your own nickname.
Yeah, but if you're going to nail it like that,
yeah, I think you get a
hit
pass.
With beef dip, that totally works. You can't give yourself a boring nickname. That's totally acceptable.
Not champ or slugger or something like that. You dropped that breaking ball in there. That surprised beef dip.
Bet you never thought you'd say that.
No, that's the first time I've ever said that sentence. Oh, 2. And he got him to chase in the dirt. That's strike 3. First strikeout for Santiago on the mound.
Back with a curveball, so gets in the 0-2 count. Old beef dip just going after one that's a little bit too far down and out of the zone. Gets in a plus count, tries to protect, just can't get to it.
When you're hungry, sometimes you want to take a bite. So here's the shortstop for Canada, Timmy Piacentin. We'll see him on the mound also in this tournament. He's a musician, he's a baseball player. Good block by Castillo.
So anytime we get above 70 miles an hour, we'll show you the pitch equivalent 46-foot mound here in Little League Baseball as opposed to 60 feet 6 inches in the big leagues. Get above 70, that's like facing a guy throwing upwards of 90 miles an hour.
Pop up, foul ground, third base side, and caught. How about that? Marcelo Herrera hangs on.
2 good plays in the inning. Charges, fields the ground ball to start the inning. Marcelo Herrera into foul territory. Ball coming back fair. Not the easiest play for a third baseman, but he's got it the whole way. Just wanted to get the uni a little bit dirty. You don't have to wash him yourself here. You might as well. Scoreless first on the nightcap.
Final opening round game on the U.S. side coming up at 7 Eastern on ESPN. What a day, huh?
Yeah, it's turned out just fine.
Yesterday, all but one game rained out on day 1 of the Little League World Series, and the forecast today wasn't great. It was overcast, sort of foggy when we woke up. It's just been spectacular. A perfect evening for baseball here. Mexico, Canada, the final game in the opening round on the international side. No score after an inning. Matt Shanley, who had great stuff but struggled to throw strikes in the first inning. There was a strike there to start the second. It's 0-1 to Daniel Orozco. Daniel, not the biggest kid on this team. He's the first baseman, though. Oh, 2. One constant in Little League. I mean, you get the kids who say that they love Aaron Judge and they love Giancarlo Stanton and they love Cody Bellinger and the home run hitters. But Daniel, like so many kids here, his role model is Jose Altuve. You see Javier Baez. It's a cool thing. All right, for those of you welcoming or joining us on ESPN News, we welcome you here to Williamsport. Dave Fleming, Kyle Peterson, Sebastian Salazar. The final game on the international side in the opening round of this 2019 Little League World Series. It's been a great day of Little League baseball. Mexico, Canada scoreless. And a strike from Matt Shanley, the starting pitcher for Canada, to the hitter for Mexico, Carlos Moreno. And 2.
Matt Shanley, who struggled to throw strikes in the first, walked 3 guys, ended up pitching out of it with 2 strikeouts, has been a bit different this year. Quick strikeout, Daniel Orozco for the first out of the inning. Now 0-2 here.
Well, sometimes you just wonder whether you call it nerves or adrenaline. That first inning on the mound on the big stage. You've been dreaming about this day. One and two. Mexico loaded the bases with 3 walks in the first inning, but Matt got through it. 2-2. Hitter Carlos Moreno. He's still, there's a struggle still, that fastball command. He's missing up most of the time with the fastball. It looked like a changeup. Full count, 3-2. Strike 3 called.
Boy, guys, Matt Shanley, our guy here on the mound, has calmed down quite a bit from that rough first inning. He is the younger brother of some pretty incredible athletes. 2 brothers play college football in Canada. The older sister is playing right now in the National Collegiate Softball Championships in Canada. So your little brother, that kind of athletic quality, you know he's going to be tough. But we saw really something special in the top of that first. 31 pitches, but didn't give up a run. I talked to Matt's dad, Paul, just a few minutes ago. He said Matt's been working with a pitching coach in the off-seasons, mostly mechanics, but they do talk from time to time kind of about the mental aspect of the game, and I think we saw some of that work paying off there in the top of the first. 31 pitches, no runs, man, that's bend but don't break.
Yeah, it is, and he took care of it himself. He gets a ground ball back to him, and then gets a strikeout to end the first. Now strikes the first 2 out here in the second inning. You got to forget about what just happened in this game. He's come back and started filling up the zone.
He's fallen behind this hitter, the 9th place hitter, Emiliano Andarza, 12 years old. Close, but it's 3-0. Well, the pitch count is definitely a concern. I mean, this is the guy. They have some pitching depth, Canada says, but this is the guy they choose for game 1, kind of the ace of their staff. And they would like for him to be in this game for as long as possible. That's a strike.
Never fails at any level of the game. When you do that, the zone just inevitably gets a little bit bigger. Because the home plate umpire just kind of loses sight of exactly what it is.
That one hit him. In the big leagues, you might say, well, the pitcher didn't like that, but
I don't think that's the case here.
I don't think that's the case here.
Let's not start international turmoil here in the second inning.
Hopefully Emiliano is okay. That one hurt a little bit, I think.
Yeah, that one got you right in the part where there's just nothing to slow it down.
That's the other thing about this sport. We talk about the persistence, how hard it is to learn, the failure at the beginning, how skilled you have to be. So for kids to just sort of have the mental toughness to hang in there when they're learning this sport, it also can hurt.
Yes. Yeah, just physically hurt. And sometimes it's not easy to convince yourself to get back in there.
So the pitcher's going to come over and make sure that Emiliano's okay. All right, base runner with 2 down. And Elliot Sanchez, who immediately came into the game for Angel Reina. He will hit for the first time. The little worm. Oh, 0-1. Tip, strike 2. Little throat guard on the umpire's mask.
Quick fix.
Jaime's from Puerto Rico. Our umpires come from all over the world to Williamsport. Oh, and 2. Late break for second, and nobody was there to cover. So heads up base running.
A delay steal is something that when you're growing up can be one of the best ways to take second base. You wait, the middle infield doesn't break, everybody kind of lets their guard down a little bit, and you just take off towards second base. There was no chance that they could make a play.
2 and 2. Got him swinging. Well, again, it wasn't totally easy for Matt Shanley, but 2 innings on the mound, no runs for Mexico. Canada will hit when we come. Well, Coquitlam Little League from just outside Vancouver, British Columbia. You ever been there?
I have, yeah. It's one of the most beautiful cities I've ever been to.
On the water with the mountains right up against the coast, and a huge city with all kinds of stuff going on. In the summertime, there are very few places better. The home of the kids from British Columbia, Canada. Food, it's a Pacific Rim city, so you sort of got the mixing of cultures.
You get everything there.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous, right on the water, close to the mountains.
And they love their outdoors. Lots of great baseball players have come from British Columbia. Lots of them. Ball 1 to Kainoa Brankovic, who's the first baseman, leading off for Canada here in the bottom of the second. Nobody's had a hit yet. Both pitchers have struggled at times to find the strike zone. And it's 2-0. Angel Castillo, the catcher, had a look for his pitcher. Like, yo, Santiago.
Every time that happens, I got to go get it.
Come on, man. It's hot. I got a lot of gear on. Kainoa wears the same socks every game. I don't know whether that means he doesn't wash them or he just wears the same pair.
Either works, as long as you're hitting.
Two. Oh, we changed outfits, huh?
Umpire dugout.
It's a heck of a belt.
Take it easy on dugout. Doing 7 games today.
That's true.
You'd need a belt too.
That's true. I can't imagine what it feels like inside there.
Smells like it.
Smells like Kainoa's socks after the full Little League World Series experience. Out number 1 after the strikeout. Everett Birch comes up. Our Meet the Players brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Favorite song, one of Kyle's favorites, Barbie Girl by Aqua. Yep. Favorite joke, why did Adele cross the road? To say hello from the other side. Now that's a pretty good joke. And Everett, we have taken note already in this game. He can catch.
He's been working back there. Both these kids can catch.
Yeah.
I like Angel Castillo back behind home plate. Gives his pitcher a little look when he's got to run back to the backstop and frames it up when it's in the zone.
Is it bad to be rooting for another one of those wild pitches just so I can see that look again?
Yes, it is.
All right,
but it's too late because you already said you are.
I love watching the catchers in Little League. Oh, we're calling for something other than the old number 1. Ooh. 2-1. I think Angel thought that was a strike.
He wanted that one.
Everett takes a fastball, and that one just misses. 3-1. A little frustration from Santiago on the mound. Took the glove off and the hat off.
It usually doesn't help the zone get any bigger, but can understand a little frustration. Both those were close.
So 3-1. Good fastball. He's throwing hard.
Yeah, he is. I like the mechanics, too. Everything is straight through home plate. He lets it go. Momentum's going towards home plate. Everything that he can put into it, he is.
3-2 pitch. Foul tip, and Castillo hangs on. Strike 3.
So a few pitches that Santiago Leya wanted for strikes. Instead gets in a 3-1 hole, goes fastball, grips that four-seamer, just lets it go. Good job of his catcher right there to hold on to that foul tip. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 3 in a game.
When you ask catchers, is that a skill, holding on to a foul tip? When they do it successfully, they say, yeah, it's a skill. And then when they don't handle it, they say, no, it's just pure luck.
Nothing I can do about it.
That one misses a little bit low. With the breaking ball to Nathan Lowe, who's the left fielder. He loves, not just that he wants to be a marine biologist, he's a diver, a snorkeler. Loves the water. 2-0 to Nathan. Also speaks some Mandarin. His grandparents speak, so he's learning from them. Strike 1. That's the equivalent of a 91-mile-an-hour big league fastball in terms of how much time the hitter has to react to it. And that's why you see that swing was late. Two and two. So we'll see if Nathan's ready for a fastball, if that's what's coming. It is not, and it's a breaking ball for strike 3 called.
He's got one of those too now.
He struck out the side.
Santiago Leya have an inning, 4 strikeouts in the game, but 3 in this inning. Breaking ball for the first, 3-2 fastball for the second, comes back with a breaking ball again right there. 2 in the books, still scoreless.
With us, part of our coverage all couple weeks here at the Little League World Series.
Obviously, Jules with us. She was over in France for I think a month and a half of the Women's World Cup. She does 3 or 4 different girls leadership camps every year all across the country for girls 10 to 14, 15 years old. And she practices absolutely what she preaches right there.
Great message. And a great part of our team here in Williamsport. No score, Mexico, Canada. Inning number 3, Matt Shanley, the Canadian pitcher who has had a hard time throwing strikes, but otherwise has been tough to hit. He has not given up a hit. Nobody has a hit in the first 2 innings.
For both of these kids, when it's in the zone, nobody's really been able to do much with it.
Jesus Garza is hitting here in the number 2 spot in the order. Bunted at that one, bunted it foul. Up and in. Look out, Jesus. Jesus can catch, so we might see him behind the plate at some point during this Little League World Series. Takes that one, and it's going to get down. Base hit, first hit of the game. And why not call yourself safe as you cross the bag?
Right. Never know, they may listen to you. First at bat of the game for Jesus Garza. Didn't hit the first time around. Comes in as a pinch hitter right here. Lays one out to right field. Nobody can get to. First hit of the game for either side here in the third.
Well, that feels good. First hit for himself. First hit for his team in Williamsport. Now he got the middle of the order coming up. This is Sebastian Sauceda. He's got such a great story. Bunted one foul. Was cut from the team a year ago. And really it was more for he was a good athlete who didn't have a whole lot of self-confidence, didn't necessarily believe in his own abilities, and so he wasn't playing well. He didn't make the team, and they worked with him just, hey, you're talented, you're good, we want you to be on this team. He's their center fielder. He's hitting third. He has been a huge key for them getting here to Williamsport.
Now he knows he's good.
He knows. 1-1. And a throw, a good throw. Jesus had to hustle back to the bag. Again, Everett Burch, he's an impressive catcher. Already up to 57 pitches for Matt Shanley. In the dirt. That one will go to the backstop. Two on one, and it's a wild pitch. A runner in scoring position for Mexico.
I want to check that one.
Yeah. Did he bunt at it? Yes, he did. Good call. There's no penalty in asking.
No.
2-2. Sebastian told us he would love to ask Javier Baez about his base running. He loves watching Baez run the bases.
Just get a chance.
He might be able to do that on Sunday. Javi Baez and the Cubs will be here. The Little League Classic Sunday night here in Williamsport. And the players, both the Cubs and the Pirates, will come during the morning and visit with the kids, watch some of the baseball. Of course, Sebastian could be playing while Javi Baez is here visiting. Foul tip. Stays alive. Still 2-2. The winner of this game will play Japan, which beat Italy on the international side. There's Dad, Sebastian's dad. It can be hard to watch as a parent.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's tougher to watch than play. That one in the dirt again. So it'll be another wild pitch. Still nobody out, and a runner at third for Mexico. Full count, 3-2. Well, every time we think Matt Shanley's sort of locked in some command and rhythm, it's been hard for him to stay consistent with that.
It's just hard for kids that are that big at this age to repeat and do the same thing over again. There's a good one.
Yeah, real good one. Right on the corner for strike three.
Because when it's right, it's been very, very good. Mexico has not taken all that many good swings. Just one hit here with one out in the third inning. Taking a few more pitches than maybe he'd like, but that fastball a little bit cut. Got around it just a little bit, which you would expect from throwing that far closed. Catches just enough of the plate for the first out here in the third.
Matt would take two more of those. Trying to keep the game scoreless. That one misses high. I mean, you're right. The well-executed pitches have been just about perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Angel Castillo on the ground, and that should get a run home. It does. The out at first, but Garza comes in to score. Mexico has taking a 1-0 lead. I think Jesus is pumped up.
Yeah, let's get the crowd going on the way in. Angel Castillo, we've talked about him behind the plate, but just knowing the situation right here. Middle infield back, you get a ground ball to that side, it's going to score a run.
That's just a good job by Angel Castillo. When you get a guy who is as tough to hit, you're trying to just make sure you can put the ball in play. Nicholas Villarreal hitting here with 2 down and nobody on. Very modest kid. Who's your favorite baseball player? Oh, me.
I don't know that I've ever seen that one. I'm good with that.
I'm teasing. I love it.
Ball.
Nicholas takes ball 2.
Confidence at a young age is a good thing.
Heck yeah. Nicholas wants to go to Harvard. That seems like a pretty good goal to me.
Ball.
Took a big cut there, 3-2. Matt Shanley trying to get through this 3rd inning. Mexico has scored to go ahead 1-0. And got him swinging. So 2 more strikeouts, but a hit and a run for Mexico. Midway through 3 in Williamsport, 1-0 Mexico leads.
Bun.
Crepes or pancakes?
Pancakes.
Skiing or sitting on a beach?
Sitting on the beach.
Where is your dream vacation?
Here at the Little League World Series.
Mike Trout or Christian Yelich?
Christian Yelich.
Can I see your best home run celebration or strikeout call?
Team!
Solid. Can I ask you a few more questions?
No, I have to go in the team photo.
All right, thank you.
Every kid who plays Little League Baseball dreams of taking that picture.
You might remember that one.
Up on the hill, looking back down at Lamedy. We are here at Volunteer Stadium. Beautiful night in Williamsport. The final game of the opening round on the international side. Dave Fleming, Kyle Peterson. It is Mexico and Canada hits in the bottom of the 3rd. Looking for their first hit and now trailing 1-0. Piero Leon Carney is the hitter. He went after that first pitch, strike 1. Third baseman, his mom is from the country of Colombia, so he loves baseball and soccer. Colombia traditionally has been a soccer nation. There's not a great tradition of baseball players coming out of Colombia, even though it's right next to Venezuela, one of the great baseball countries in the world.
A little surprising.
It's strange, and I am told, now I haven't been to Colombia, that it's starting to change, that more and more kids there are playing baseball. I mean, it's funny how that can happen. 2 countries that are right next to each other, share so many similarities. Outside, 1-2. Santiago Lea. Done a good job for Mexico on the mound, that's for sure. Last inning struck out the side. Right there, strike 3 called. That's 4 strikeouts in a row.
Guys, so we've seen throughout the day just how big of a deal this Little League World Series is. This is a big deal down in Mexico. You're looking right now at the facility for Epitacio Malatorres Little League. They got a watch party going on there right now. About 12, 15 people gathered there in the picture. You see them. I think there's more arriving. But all that, they're watching it on video, and they got the radio crew here from Radio Nuevo León broadcasting back via terrestrial radio. So quite a following that these kids from Guadalupe have back home.
Very cool, very cool. Their Little League named after, you heard Sebastian say the name of the Little League, Epitacio Torres, who is a great player in the professional Mexican League many years ago. He's a Hall of Famer in Mexico, and their Little League is named after him.
13-time All-Star in the Mexican League. Coached Little League when he got done playing. First time this Little League, though, has ever been here to the Little League World Series.
That is the region that produces almost all of the Little League participants here in Williamsport. But that particular Little League, first time here. Another strikeout for Santiago. He's got it working right now.
He's also got a little bit different rhythm. these last 2 innings. It's just kind of get it. There's some rhythm when he goes to home plate. Comfortable when he gets to this point. Watch when he gets how all of the energy now goes towards home plate. I stay right on it. Front leg hits, then straightens all the way out. Gives him just a little bit more velocity. That time a breaking ball, you can see the fingers come off of it at release.
Freddie Dorward, who bunted, and it was a good bunt. It took a good play to throw him out. Takes strike one. Brady, whose dad is the manager of this team, looks up to teammate Matt Shanley because he's tall.
Literally makes a lot of sense.
Canadians have good senses of humor. 0-2.
Look at Castillo receive.
Yeah.
At this young age, that break a ball on the outside part, he's trying to steal strikes.
His coaches let him call some of the pitches. We almost never see that. I don't know if he called that one or they did from the dugout, but it was beautifully executed.
That's 6 strikeouts in a row, 7 in the game for Santiago Leal. We are halfway home. Mexico leads it 1-0.
Toward our 2019 MLB Little League Classic. The players in the morning time will fly in, land at the Williamsport Airport, drive right here to the complex, visit with the Little Leaguers, watch some Little League games, then go over to Bowman Field, get ready for their big league game on Sunday night.
That's a fun one to go watch, too. I mean, you love seeing them interact with the kids here and then just going over and watching the environment at a ballpark that holds, what, 3,000 people, 3,500 people?
There is something about those big league stars. And I mean, this game, you got Josh Bell on the Pirates side. The Pirates have Starling Marte. They got star power of their own, even if they're not playing great these days. The Cubs have some of the biggest stars in baseball. And there's something about seeing those guys in that small park setting that makes them look like giants.
Sure, I mean, this environment takes them back to when they were 12. That environment takes them back to when it started on the professional side, because essentially everybody played at that level when you're coming up.
1-1 pitch. Well inside. Ball 2. Well, did that hit him? I didn't think so.
No, I don't think it did.
All right, so players who are currently in the big leagues who played in the Little League World Series as Little Leaguers. So really some of the best players in baseball. Profar and Scope, it still amuses me that they were on the same Little League team. Cody Bellinger, one of the great players in the game today in 2007. That wasn't that long ago.
No. Scott Kingery in 06. Michael Conforto played both here and the College World Series for Oregon State. Well, Todd Frazier was trying to get a chance to talk to the kids from New Jersey when they were here.
Todd, whose team from Toms River, New Jersey, won the Little League World Series. 3-2. Well, Matt Shanley's not going to be able to stay in this game much longer. He's given up 1 hit and 1 run, but every single hitter has been an at-bat like this. Full count, 3-2. Santiago Leal is doing such a great job on the mound. Hits one on the ground to short. Right. Senton makes the play. I think it is fun for the defense to be able to be involved.
Yeah, there haven't been too many balls put in play.
That's the third of the game.
Right? The hardest hit ball that we've seen. The single
so
to right just dropped in front of the right fielder. That ball was hit right on the barrel.
Santiago on the Mexican side struck out 7 of the last 8 hitters that he's faced. 7 of the 10 outs from Matt have come via the strikeout. Eugenio Hernandez is a pinch hitter. That's a strike. To a player, the kids for Team Mexico describe this guy, Eugenio, as the team comedian, the funny guy on the team. So he's not a big kid, but he's got a big personality.
Yeah, that fills a big role, too. You got to have at least one of those on every team.
I think especially in this sport.
With the monotony and as you grow up, if you get into college ball or pro ball, just the amount of time in general you're around your teammates.
2. 2-2. On the ground to second. Well, the defense making the plays when they have a chance to. 2 down.
One of the better rules that Little League has ever put in. It's just a hard pitch count. Probably 6, 7, 8 years since they put this one in, but 85 is the big number. You can't go beyond that. You can during the course of an at-bat. And then there's a minimum mandatory rest that goes along with each one of those different pitch counts as you go all the way up. So nearing that 85 number, now at 82.
So if he could get this hitter out in a couple pitches, he would have a chance to at least face one more hitter. Eric Vigil is the pinch hitter for Mexico. The little spider. Part of the impact of that new age rule, there are no 13-year-olds this year for the first time in Williamsport. If you turn 13 before September 1st, you cannot play in the Little League World Series. And so we're seeing some younger kids and not quite as many big kids. Last year, you pointed it out, 40% of the players were 13 by the time this tournament came around.
Now none. And in talking to Little League, it sounds like this is a rule that's here to stay.
Yeah, I think they're very happy, and I think they should be. Strike 2. We know this is going to be the final hitter for Matt Shanley no matter what. So he wants to at least finish the 4th inning, keep this a 1-run game. 2-2. Wow. Now that looked like a strike. Three-2. That's ball 4. So it's a walk, and Matt will not be able to finish this 4th inning. Canada is forced to make the pitching change.
He gave up just 1 hit.
He did.
Hey, great job. Hey, great job. I'm really proud of you, okay? Hey, you kept him to 1 run, okay? Really proud of you. Okay, go play third base. Timmy. Piero, go 2. Brady, go shortstop.
All right, so the pitching change coming. Mexico's got the 1-0 lead. Their top of the 4th goes on, and we'll come back to Williamsport right after this. Nothing with the pitching change. Matt Shanley goes 3 2/3, gave up just the 1 hit, the 1 run, 7 strikeouts. But the 4 walks and the pitch count gets him out of the game. So the shortstop, Timmy Piacentin, who is probably the number 2 pitcher for Team Canada. And I like the strategy. Go with your best guys in game 1.
I like what he does for good luck. Just goes out and ties his shoelaces. We're not gonna leave our shoelaces untied. We're actually gonna tie them, and that also adds to good luck.
I put on my pants for good luck. Well, Timmy, who usually is described as more of a strike thrower, we'll see. Ball 1. Could be a little different here in Williamsport. The mound is the same height. The distance to home plate. That bunt is foul. One and 1. So Timmy Piacentin, the second pitcher of the game. Trying to keep this a 1-run lead for Mexico. Emiliano Andarza. Now a delayed steal. The tag not in time. Very close. Carlos Moreno, the runner, took a dash.
Let me take another look at this one. Second time we've seen Mexico do this today. And they wait, but this time shortstop's there in the exact spot you want. I think the question is, the ball beats him. It's whether or not the tag is there in time. Got him on the back foot. It's just whether or not that front foot got in and then stayed on the base.
Well, it could be that the call was a very good one at second base because the tag wasn't on the front leg, it was on the back leg or foot. In the old days, before replay, a lot of times if the ball was there that far ahead of the runner, the out was going to be the call.
Right, just automatic.
Video review, force outs, tags on the base pass, so that this falls under that category.
Okay, we're on the base. I think this one probably stays.
I think so too. Good job by the shortstop to hang in there, keep that tag on. But safe was the call. Call stands. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top of the 4th inning. Bunt on the third base side is going to roll foul. All you got to do is touch it once it's in foul territory. Carlos Moreno back to second. Emiliano Andarza back into the batter's box. Emiliano, who has watched the Little League World Series, he tells us, for many years on television, dreaming of being here. We hear that from a lot of the kids. Strike 3 call right there on the outside. So Timmy Piazentine comes in to pitch and does a good job. Still 1-0 midway through 4.
Placard malfunction, and we had to adjust on the fly, but we're all right. We got back. See? Look at that. Placard. It's called branding right there. This is branding, Dave. This is what you call that. Sometimes things fall off the wall, and when they do, I'm going to pick them up and hold them for the rest of the game. In fact, why don't you hold it for the rest of the game?
Here, I'll just
do a really good job. Give it a good old hug.
Very comfortable.
Call it good.
Yep. I can score with this hand.
You know what'll solve that?
What?
Duct tape. Solves anything. Really doesn't matter what it is.
Ty Freeman, really fascinated by our conversation as he stands in the box.
I'm sure he wasn't the only one.
Bunts at that one and misses it for strike 1. 1-0 Mexico. Game 1 for both of these teams in what looks to be, now look, it's an early impression. We've played one game for everybody, but a stacked international field this year. The top of the international bracket looks very strong. That's a good bunt. The throw is not in time. Ty Freeman beats it out. A 4-sport athlete. He plays lacrosse, he plays soccer, he plays hockey, he plays baseball.
And he can run. Takes it with him right there and is defended really well by Mexico. Hey, look at this one again. I don't know if it's going to matter.
Yeah.
But that was just a left-hander getting out of the box. When you take the bunt with him, he's a little bit quicker down to first base. I think he's going to be safe.
I think so too. Ball's got to beat the runner to the bag. And Ty Freeman also did. Sometimes you see base runners make that mistake, and it's a little mistake, but you hit the middle of the bag or the backside of her. He hit right where you're supposed to hit. Got there as fast as he could. So they are challenging the call. That's a big call. It could be, if it stands, the first hit for Canada. And it's a leadoff base runner in a 1-run game. And Jaime says, save.
First hit, base hit of the ball game right there for Canada. The leadoff hitter here in the 4th. You get the middle of your order coming up.
So that's a good play. And the first hit, and you got a guy who hit 11 home runs on the road to Williamsport at the plate. Ooh, he had a breaking ball there out over the plate. And he was chasing those pitches in his first at bat, so I think he's probably trying to tell himself, wait for the fastball, hit the fastball. He's got a lot of power.
Ball.
1-1. As a pitcher, when you've been in a nice rhythm where you're striking guys out, nobody's on base, you're not having to worry about a base runner, and you go a good long while, and then there's somebody out there.
I mean, obviously you prefer the base paths to be empty. The one advantage that you have in Little League, and then as you go up from here, it doesn't exist anymore, is you can still go out of the windup. So you don't have to speed anything up quite yet. Yep. You get out of the stretch, it can make you feel a little bit different. Here, you just know there's traffic behind it.
That's a big difference. 2 balls and a strike.
Ball inside.
That one came inside, 3-1. Some life on that Canadian side now. A hit is a rally in a 1-run game. Got the call that time, 3-2. Well, what do you think? The breaking ball is what he used to strike out Matt Shanley first time up.
Both of them have been pretty good so far.
Yeah.
I think just whatever you're most comfortable throwing for a strike right here.
Number 2, 3-2 pitch is hit to center field. Sebastian Sauceda all the way back near the track to make the catch. Almost for Matt Shanley, but not quite.
It's an out. That's a pretty good swing at a 3-2 curveball, because at this age you don't see a ton of curveballs to start. You don't expect you're going to see too many of them in a 3-2 count.
I think he might have hurt himself a little bit.
His back maybe hurting him a little bit right there. So it's a curveball in the spot that you wanted, outer half. Might have just caught the bottom part of the baseball right there.
Ball 1 here to Timmy Piazzantine, who's now the pitcher, started the game as the shortstop, and he's a good hitter. He's got some power. He got speed at first base.
Good swing.
Anything toward a gap, get out to the wall, I think would tie this game. The provincial final on the road to Williamsport. 2 home runs for Timmy. That would be most 11 and 12-year-olds' best sports moments. He looks the part at home plate. Two and 1. Every time that radar reading pops up, 70 miles an hour or faster, which we give you that major league fastball equivalent. So Santiago's still throwing hard here, 50 pitches in. And he's also dropping that one in. Beauty.
He's controlled them both. 2-1 breaking ball, 3-2 breaking ball in this inning. Both have been over for strikes.
2-2. He threw that breaking ball again. Strike 3.
Yeah. Hey guys, the hill up at Lomity gets a lot of love, but I got to tell you, the hill here at Volunteer Stadium is pretty good. I found some great local viewers who are very excited. We got Amy to my left and Jim to my right. Amy, you tell me you've been doing this 18 years. Why?
About 18 years. Well, my dad started coming with my mom. They didn't live that far away, and they just kind of came here all the time and really enjoyed it, watching with the kids. And I think one of the moms asked me, "Oh, is your team winning this year?" when I was at the New York State Championship, and I said every day is winning when I'm watching Little League baseball. So I didn't even have a team there that year, but this year. But
you're really into it too. You were telling me you watch the regionals and you try and convert people to the Little League, right?
Yeah, I tend to invite more people to come down to Little League than I do to church.
I love it. All right, Jim, you've been coming here about 18 years as well.
Our sons
why is it so special?
Just being in the area, getting to see all the different teams, and just the environment here is just so special.
I always wonder, do the folks around this area appreciate when everybody comes into town?
Definitely. I mean, you get all the people in the area, you get to have them check out all the different sites that are available. It's just amazing.
Guys, it's a great view from up here, and what you really end up seeing is just how many people have filled in. We got 4,500 capacity here at Volunteer Stadium. There's not a whole lot of empty room in those bleachers, so as we head to the break, Mexico's still on top, 1-0 over Canada here at the 2019 Little League World Series.
Today, Kyle, ask me what my favorite food in the world is.
What's your favorite food in the world?
Ice cream.
Flavor.
I'm not a snob like you are.
What are you talking about?
Well, you have one flavor that you like.
It's vanilla. How does that make you a snob? It's the most
okay. No. Maybe snob's the wrong word.
I'm refined. That's all it is.
I kind of like any kind of ice cream. But if I had to pick one for the rest of my life, chocolate.
What?
Okay. You're wrong, but that's fine.
Vanilla. I like a vanilla milkshake with a burger.
Okay.
Chocolate ice cream, vanilla milkshake. Just saying. Strike. Mexico, despite the first hit for Canada in the fourth inning, keeps their 1-0 lead. Elliot Sanchez, the hitter.
Ball.
2-1. Timmy Piazzantine on the mound, the second pitcher of the night for Canada. 3-1. Throwing strikes, that's been the struggle for the Canadian pitchers all game long.
Just 2 hits total in the game. 1 for Mexico, 1 for Canada.
3-1 strike.
Mexico turned that hit into a run.
All
4. So a leadoff walk. By the way, I was happy to see that Matt Shanley stayed in the game for Canada. He's over at third base again. I thought that maybe he had hurt himself on that swing. He was sort of holding his back as he came back into the dugout. So that's good news. Right there on the outside to Jesus Garza. And Garza has the only hit for Mexico, and he dashed around the bases, took second, took third on a wild pitch, scored the only run of the game. He bunts that one out in front of the plate. Good bunt. And safe at first base. Now nobody over at third. Garza's going to go for second, and Shanley in Canada, they don't realize it. Wow. Still nobody out, and Jesus Garza, he has been the spark plug.
It's pretty good all around right there. You get a bunt down, you want to make sure the base runner gets to second base, but this is about as good as you can do it, because now you got to try to avoid the base runner. The question is whether or not they look at it again. He may have been out at first base. But as it stands right now, it's a good bunt. Heads up base runner when there's nobody at third base, and so Sanchez goes first to third. And Jesus Garza recognizes it with a runner on third base. He's either going to get to second or potentially get him in.
So we'll see if they are going to take a look at that play. I think he was out.
I think he's out. I think it's close, but I think he's out. Now the question is, where do you put the base runner?
Good question.
Because even if he's out, there still wasn't anybody standing at third base.
So that will be a sacrifice, assuming they overturn that call. Let's see. They do. Really turned into an excellent play from Everett Birch, the catcher. So Garza's out. And I think they will let Elliot Sanchez stay at third base. Rightfully so. You made the point. There was nobody at third.
No, I don't think there was. I don't think you can make a play at third regardless.
I think Canada's going to ask that question, though. And if I were them, I'd be asking the question, too. Well, I think at least the request is, hey, can we talk it over?
Which I think is valid in this case.
So a conversation about where that runner should be. I mean, it's important. This is a one-run game.
Absolutely.
Canada's arguing that Elliot Sanchez has to go back to second. Well, it looks to me like they're going to allow him to stay at third.
Well, especially with a safe call. I mean, it's not like you're going to stop any. If it's out and they overturn it, that's one thing, because you're probably going to stop the play on that side and the base runner may not go. But if he's safe, you're still going to play it the exact same way. The base runner standing at third, I think rightfully so.
Sebastian Sauceda, the hitter, with one out, runner at third. The infield comes in. He shows a bunt and bunts it. But that is not going to get the run home. The throw is high, though. And it gets by first base, and that will score the run. So Sanchez is in. To second is Sauceda. 2-0 Mexico.
You put it in play, and you force the other side to defend right here. And you can see, check that base runner. First baseman, I know Brankovic was kind of right in the middle of the baseline right there. It may have influenced the throw a little bit, but that one goes down the line. Mexico adds to the lead. Big difference there whether you're standing on second or standing on third. You're standing on second, you may not be bunting right there.
Yep. Still only one out. That's a strike. I think that's a play at the Little League level. When you're a first baseman, you think you might have to charge in and field that bunt, and then you go back.
It's hard to find the base. Figure out exactly where you are, inside, outside.
I think it's a good point you made that might have thrown off the sight lines of his pitcher. 1-1. Angel Castillo living out his dream, playing in the Little League World Series. He has been fun to watch. He hits that one to center field. Well hit and caught short of the warning track. Nolan Loverin will throw to third, and that throw gets away. Dashing for the plate to score the run. Sebastian Sauceda, 3-0 Mexico. Runs here in the fifth inning, huge. Marcelo Herrera, who has one at bat in this game, has made a couple really nice defensive plays. Takes ball one. Well, the fly ball was deep enough, you knew the runner was going to tag. But you make the point all the time in Little League with 60-foot baselines. If you make one mistake, if a ball gets away, it costs you.
No, there's just not enough time. And you know, at this age, you're still kind of learning where to go because everybody's got a place on every play somewhere. And on the mound there, when you see that ball go to center field, you got to try to get behind third base to back it up.
Yep.
You can't really do anything else on the mound once the ball's put in play, but you can potentially stop that run from scoring from third base. You learn that as you grow up.
1-2 to Marcelo Herrera. His teammates describe him as a perfectionist, Marcelo. And then you saw he would like to be a neurosurgeon. That's a good combo if you're asking me.
That would be the neurosurgeon that you would like. Yes.
For sure. 2-2.
What?
3-2. On the ground is short. Forward, throws him out number 3. But the fans, the parents, the friends, the family on the Mexican side, and the players on the field know that was huge. 2 runs in the top of the 5th. 3-0. That's the Mexico lead. Full night in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, where Mexico and Canada are the final opening round game on the international side, and the pitching for Mexico has just been great.
It has Santiago Leya on the mound. 8 strikeouts in the game. At one point struck out 6 in a row. It's been a fastball curveball combination. That was the first on the breaking ball, and then to start the second, struck out the side in the second, struck out the side in the third. His 8th strikeout came in the 4th inning. Fastball, curveball in every count, and it doesn't matter how old you are. If you throw a curveball in any count, you got a chance to get a lot of outs, and he's done that tonight.
So far we've had 7 Little League World Series games this year, and Santiago Leya has more strikeouts than any one pitcher in our opening round games.
The thing, too, with that many strikeouts, he hadn't thrown a ton of pitches, just 55 pitches through the first 4 innings. So if he's efficient these last 2, he could potentially finish this one out.
Very true. Ready to go here in the bottom of the 5th. Sean Duncan's going to hit. Canada's got 3 players who've got to hit before this game comes to an end. Part of the mandatory play rules. So Sean Duncan enjoys swimming, not just in any pool.
In his pool.
11 years old. Sean trying to get a rally started for Canada. You've talked about it all game long. He's had confidence in both of his pitches.
Yeah, you go out there on any night when you get 2 that you can go to whenever you want to. That's a good feeling. Uh-oh. We're going to get a look? Nope.
Angel Castillo, who you just watch this team play and you feel like he's kind of the heart and soul of the team. Leading the way on defense. He's knocked in one of the runs. He knocked in the first run. That one put in play. Castillo wants the call, and then the bat kicks the ball. And Castillo's upset. He called off the pitcher. He wanted to take it, and he was ready to make the play, and his foot kicked the bat, and it hit the ball. That's a hit for Sean Duncan.
You're not going to see this one happen very much. Swing and bunt. Bat just kind of rolls out in front, and then we kick it on the way out. Angel's not happy.
What a reaction.
I love how he jumps on it, though. He's out there calling him off. You're all right, buddy.
It's his pitcher trying to say, hey. So that's a hit to start the bottom of the 5th. Jordan Lazowski takes a strike. Hockey player, hockey family. There's his first look at that breaking ball. And it's a big difference. It's not just the break, the change in speeds.
Yeah, the velocity difference is huge. Because the fastball's been up above 70 miles an hour.
0-2. He throws it again. He gets strike 3. So Wazowski is out number 1. That's a tough combo.
Tough combo, and when your guy behind the plate can help you like that. Break a ball down in the dirt. Angel Castillo goes down, blocks it. Keeps it in front of him. The base runner can't go anywhere. Watch him attack this 2-strike breaking ball in the dirt. Slides that body over, turning that top half, so even if it bounces up and hits him, it's going to go towards home plate, not down the first base line.
Andy Paik, the hitter for Canada. Andy, bilingual. 12 years old. Getting his first at bat in the Little League World Series. 0-2. 9 strikeouts already for Santiago Lea, and 1 strike away from double digits. Oh, 2. That one did get by the catcher. One out, runner in scoring position, and got him swinging. Strikeout number 10.
So, Flem, we get all these kids out. We do these building blocks the Wednesday before Little League World Series starts, and this year was cool. So we had kids from every single team that came out. That doesn't happen all the time. But one of them was Angel Castillo, one of our catchers that we worked on stuff with. And I mean, it's sometimes basic stuff, sometimes just skills-related stuff, but it's always fun to hang with the kids for an hour, hour and a half, and get a chance to meet some of them. It's funny when you're talking to Angel, what position you play? I catch. Like, there's a lot of kids. I play short, and I play second, and I play right, and I catch. That's what I do. All right, Angel, when we get back there, you're going to help us with the catching stuff. Looks like he could have helped me.
He takes it personally. He looks like the type of kid, if you invite him, hey, we're going to go do some drills, film some, yeah, I'm there. Chance to play more, I'm there. Oh, 2. Tori Hutchinson. 0-2 pitch. He laid off that breaking ball. Good take. Well, for Canada, it almost feels like even just one hit to knock in a run, get on the board, might change the feeling of this game. It's only a 3-run lead for Mexico. Santiago Lea has been so tough. He stays alive. Strike 3 called.
11 strikeouts in a game, and so often it's not just the guy on the mound, it's the guy behind the plate that plays such a big role. Angel Castillo not happy with himself here, kicks the bat. Then his pitcher took over from there. 5 complete.
This game, welcome back here to Williamsport, and yet Mexico with 2 runs in the 5th have added to a lead, and a hard ground ball base hit from Santiago Lea, who's really been the star for Mexico on the mound and now at the plate with a leadoff single. Here in the 6th inning, the winner of this game will play that team, the team from Japan. They scored 20 against Italy in the game that preceded this. Yeah,
we saw all 20. That was a 2-0 game through 3 innings.
And it ended up 20.
18 in the next 2. So Japan has a day off tomorrow. The winner of this one has a day off. The loser will play Italy tomorrow.
And there are lots of things that go into the pressure of winning that first game and how much it sets you up, the extra day of rest for your pitchers, to get your pitching staff lined up. Losing today, you got to get right back after it tomorrow. And virtually anybody that pitches today would not be available to go tomorrow. Ball one here to Daniel Orozco. His second at bat of the night. 3-0 Mexico. Runner at first, nobody out. Brady Dorward, who's the new pitcher, move from shortstop to the mound, and maybe that's part of this move, is Canada planning for the possibility of playing tomorrow.
And Timmy Piazentine, they kept that pitch count low enough, and so he can come back tomorrow if they need him to.
Brady's a good ball player. Not a big kid yet. Good player. 2-1. Two-one pitch. A bunt. Brady's going to take it himself. The throw, not handled at first. That's another one of those plays, maybe with a bunt play, that first baseman trying to get back. Are you in the right position?
It's hard, too, because as you're going back to first base, you got to find baseball and bag at the exact same time. And you can see right there, if that foot's not on the base and you know you've got to try to make the tag, and you can't see both at once. If you're looking at the baseball, you can't see the base, and vice versa. You just got to hope that that footwork is right. It's tough when both arrive, baseball and runner, at the same time. Is that our guy, Angel?
I don't think it is.
No.
I think that's Nicholas Villarreal. All right. Confirmed. Nicholas wears the cups on his ears.
He's serious now. I mean, once he's got those things in the right position, now we're going to lock in.
Oh, no. This is not just a gimmick.
No, I am playing my part. You will not talk me out of it either. No, don't do it. Oh, much better. A little twist on, too. You got to make sure they're tight.
Everybody acting like it's just totally normal.
No, he did it.
2 on, no outs. Out number 1. We're sticking with it.
I'll take that back, thank you.
Emiliano Ondarza, the right fielder. He puts a bunt down. That's going to go foul. Just kick it.
Why bend over? You've been squatting for 2 hours. If I don't have to bend over, I'll just kick it, and it does the same thing.
Yeah,
Everett, I like the approach.
He's had to work hard tonight.
Yeah, it's foul.
All right, what do we got here?
I think the only question is whether or not it hit him out of the box.
Yeah.
Didn't look like it did.
If it hits you when you're out of the box, you're out.
Would it be that trail foot, the left foot coming around, and did it clip? I got his knee. It did. It did. It hit his left knee. And the left foot was out of the box. So that ball came up.
Yeah.
It hit his left knee. The left foot was out of the box. It actually should be out.
Now, do we know if this is a reviewable play or not? That is
it's one you don't see it.
Not a real common play.
It's pretty heads up to go out and ask.
It was. Somebody noticed it, whether it was.
Watch left foot, left knee. So left foot is out of the box. Watch the left knee. It comes up, just clips that knee. Doesn't hit much of it. And that's why this feels minor until something like this happens. But if you're going to square the bunt, try to keep those feet in the box as long as you possibly can. Just make sure that that ball is fair or foul until you do it. That time, though, he's just trying to get down to first.
Stay loose. Well, while they figure out, I think they're just literally figuring out, is that a reviewable play? While they do that, we get a chance to remind you the Little League Grow the Game Grant Initiative has distributed over $4 million to local Little League programs. Facility repairs, improvement, expanding, establishing softball, Challenger Division, Urban Initiative programs. Visit littleleague.org/grow the game for more information. Yeah, I don't believe that is a reviewable play. So the hitter's going to have another chance. Just a foul ball for a strike instead of out number 2. That break for second. Trying to draw a throw. Well, and I think it's a smart play not to. You hate to give away that base, but
you don't want to give away a run.
You can't give away a run. Now.
Last inning, already down 3. I think you take your chances at this point.
So now 2 in scoring position for Mexico, trying to add to their 3-0 lead. Did he offer it that one? No. Mario Martinez, our third base umpire. Mario's from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Home of Alex Bregman.
So Little League programs there should be growing, right? If Alex is the role model.
There's a few people paying attention to him now.
3-1. That is bunted. And the runner breaking for the plate. The throw and the ball knocked away. Safe at home plate. I don't think Everett Birch ever really had it secure in the mitt. 2 runs are going to score as it goes all the way to the backstop. It is 5-0 Mexico. We've seen that many times in this game. Put pressure on the defense.
Force them to make a play. Where this ball was bunted, I don't think you have a play at first anyway, so probably a good chance to take. But you can see that baseball was just hanging off the end of the glove. Any contact with a base runner, it's going to be hard to keep it in the glove. If he holds on to it, he's probably out. There's a lot of stuff going on all at once. You got to catch it, try to find a base runner, and just couldn't quite get a handle on it.
So 5-run lead now for Mexico, in good shape here in the final inning, the 6th inning. 1 out. Still trying to add on, or Ondarza ends up. Oh, we've added a cup.
That's next level right there.
What's going to happen if Ondarza comes in to score? Where do we go next?
I think they'll find more cups.
1-1. Elliot Sanchez.
rebote en base a lo que esté cerca, hay que tirarle. Ponga atención y diviértase, vamos.
Was a sign missed, or I don't know. Oh, and 2. Right there on the corner, strike 3. Good pitch.
And a good job to come back from that last one, too, because you get a ball that maybe you think you're going to get out of the home plate. Instead, you can't. Now you got to push the reset button on the mound. Brady Dorwart, who played good infield defense until this inning. Little spinner on the outside part of the plate for the second out.
Now the throw to third, and the delayed steal doesn't work. Out at third base for the third out. So Canada's got work to do. They need 5 to keep the game going in the bottom of the 6th. Mexico 3 outs away from an opening round win here in Williamsport.
They've added a few more, 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th. It's a 5-0 lead for Mexico. Still aggressive base running, 3 outs away from a win.
All right, we are 3 outs away from the final opening round game on the international side coming to an end. And so far we've had some big stars. Shendron Martinez pitched a no-hitter for Curaçao. Jinwan Na, the Korean Eagle, a 3-run homer, 5 runs batted in. Yuto Misaki hit a grand slam. He drove in 5 for Japan. Will we add Santiago Leja's name to that list?
He has looked apart. 11 strikeouts for Leja. He struck out 3 in 3 of the 5 innings he's been out there so far in just 70 pitches. So he's got a chance to finish this one off. Mama's got to be proud because her son has been so good this entire night.
I'll tell you, Santiago is a star, but he's one of those rare stars that's also kind of a glue guy for this team. The coaches explained it this way, right? He's the kid that celebrates other players' hits more than his own. Those sentiments were echoed by his mother. I was just talking to her there, Ana Luisa, in the stands, and she told me, so, you know, what are you most proud of? And she didn't talk about pitching, she didn't talk about hitting, she didn't talk about representing Mexico. The words out of her mouth was that her son is, in her words, muy humano, very compassionate. She says she always notices he's the first kid to put his arm around a teammate if there's a need to console them. So this kid, he's shown us today, complete player on the diamond, and at least for what you can say at this age, seems like a pretty complete young man off it as well.
I think that's the first thing you want from any team, isn't it? I mean, the one that'll take care of everybody else. Nice combination if he happens to be your best pitcher, which he has been today too, but that's as good a compliment as you can get somebody as a teammate.
Birdie puts one in play to first and can't quite get by the tag. Out number 1. So 2 outs away, and Santiago is going to try to finish this one off himself.
Just 3 pitches there to get that out. Good job by his first baseman there too, Daniel Orozco, to charge it. Not sure if he's got enough time to get back to the base, secure that ball, and make the tag.
So here's Nolan Lovren. He hits a ground ball. Stabbed by Herrera.
Knees do it.
Threw him out from his knees. Terrific.
Respecting the speed, playing a few steps in on the grass. Now watch this. That hit incredibly hard, but it's going to get to you quick when you're playing that shallow. That's trust in the arm. Stay on one knee, fire it across, 2 quick outs. 2 outs and 4 pitches here in the 6th inning.
1 out away from an opening round win. So Matt Shanley will try to keep this game going. Matt, who is the starting pitcher for Team Canada, and the pitch count got him. Plays a lot of hoops. He struck out 7 when he was in there on the mound. Strike 1. He also just missed a home run his last time up. That would have put Canada ahead. At that point, it was 1-0 Mexico.
Ball.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Even with the bases empty, block every ball you can.
We're going to like watching Angel Castillo here for the next 10 days or so. The
Big
catcher
time.
from Mexico.
Everybody else is standing. Mom's afraid to change anything up. On the ground, right back to Santiago, and he finishes what he started. What a great pitching performance. Now Mom can stand and cheer. Mexico, a 5-0 win in their first game at this Little League World Series. A great pitching performance from young Santiago Leja.
Yes, so he goes the distance, just 78 pitches. 2 hits allowed, doesn't allow a run, strikes out 11. And in anywhere he needed to be efficient to make sure he finished the ball game, just 8 pitches to get the final 3 outs there in the 6th inning. Enough offense for Mexico. 5 runs on 2 hits, but really was just leaning on that arm right there because that arm was really good all day.
Well, he had a lot of help from his defense, from his catcher, but he made the final play himself. So Mexico joins the list, Kyle, I think, of international teams. The 4 winners all were really good.
They all look very good. Yeah, and they get the day off, and that's big because you can, I guess in this case, you don't have to rest your pitching staff because, well, only 1 through today. So for the last 2 days, here's what we've got. Curacao, South Korea, they'll play the early game on Sunday on the winner's bracket. The Japan and Mexico play the later game. All 4 of those teams won their opener.
So Sunday, we've got 2 great matchups on the international side. Mexico, as impressive as the other winners here in Williamsport. It is going to be a heck of a Little League World Series. It is wide open.
We like it that way.
New Jersey, Oregon, the final game of the opening round on the U.S. side, currently on ESPN. For Kyle Peterson, Dave Fleming saying so long here from the Little League World Series. Mexico beats Canada 5-0.